Hello everyone! Welcome to part 73, I think it's 73 now, of building a city from scratch. I know it's been a little bit of a break since I've done my last thing. A lot of things have been happening in my life and I really haven't had a chance to do it. But guess what? I'm here now, so delay no longer. I thought a good way we could start... a good way to start is maybe get rid of that music. I'm doing a new playlist. I don't know if people like it or not. A good way to start would maybe just to do a little bit of a tour of the city. Just me panning around and stuff, just so you can kind of see how it's been going, because I know it's been a long time since you've seen, like, even some decent close-ups or whatever of the city. So I'll put the simulation on a little bit. I do have my shadows on, so hopefully it's not too bad. And I'll give the game a higher priority on my computer, see if it can run a little bit smoother. I can see it's a little jagged with the frame rates, but that's what happens when you go to a very detailed area of a city that's quite large. I mean, it's almost 1 million people now, I think. What's my population? Oh, I guess still got a ways to go. But it's getting to 1 million people, right? So it is kind of big, so it takes a toll on my system, and I've got shadows on, and I'm recording, and I'm playing music. It's just a lot of stuff, so excuse the frame rate. Hopefully it looks nice, though. So this is the southern part of the city that I have developed. Got this golf course here. After building a golf course in the middle of a city, all I can think of right now is Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't know how many people have it and played it and stuff, but there's a golf course almost exactly like the one here in SimCity 4, and this is the base golf course that you get. Like, it's part of the game that you download. It's not an add-on. In Grand Theft Auto 5, you just kind of drive in the side here, you park by the clubhouse, first tee's over there, and there's lakes and trees and sand dunes and stuff. So, my idea of the holy grail of video games, in my opinion, would be a game like SimCity, where you would be able to build and design the perfect city, and then Grand Theft Auto style, make it an open sandbox, and you can kind of wander around as a sim. Now, my sim mode kind of tries that a little bit, but didn't really work like Grand Theft Auto 5 would. But you kind of just walk around, you can just wreck mayhem in your city, steal a car, take any car, and blow stuff up. Rob your bank, rob a bank, get chased by the cops. I don't know. Whatever you do in Grand Theft Auto 5, you should be able to do in any city that you make. That game would be insanely expensive to make. Probably only run on like the best systems ever, or maybe even 5 years down the road, and yeah, it'd be very expensive to make, but it would be amazing. So yeah, oh, I got some abandonment issues here. Remember that I had a bit of a worker shortage? I've started the simulation since building the downtown area, but yeah, this is completely abandoned due to commute time. That kind of sucks, and this one's kind of struggling. It could come back. Yeah, same with these ones. That's a good way to find out your abandonment stuff. Like, I think I have a mod, at least I used to have a mod, that tried to reduce the amount of abandonment in your city. But it still happens. Even in healthy, vibrant, growing cities in real life, you'll have abandonment issues. Could be due to a recession or just the times, but I mean, it does happen. This building here, remember, was one of the very first ones I plopped. LH Bank, it says there. So yeah, just giving a bit of a tour. I know the title of this series isn't showing a city, right? It's building a city from scratch, but I did build this from scratch. I mean, you saw me. This part, like parts 1 through 20, were like all through here, right? Little fractional angle roads, and it's good to kind of come back and reward. Look at the rewards and stuff. Just gonna change the music here because it's really all over the place. I don't know. And then this road, I remember I had to widen because of the traffic loads on it. So that was kind of a big deal. I remember doing that. And then this intersection was kind of a real pain to expand. because I couldn't put in the tulips for a couple directions. And then as you can see here, a lot of heavy traffic, especially on the off-ramp, like 3,000 vehicles in the morning. And this highway, I remember it used to be completely empty because I had a problem with the neighbor connection and stuff, but look at it now. I mean, it really is the main backbone of the region right now. Not a whole lot actually use it, but it just looks good. And it has the capacity to be used even more. Then again, it's not fully utilized because I do have a lot of industry here. Like if I had, you know, several skyscrapers here that had like, you know, 10,000 people in them, you'd probably see a little bit more use in the road here. One thing I found interesting is that this side of the roadway isn't used at all for the morning commute, and that's what I'm looking at. I've always been looking at the morning commute of the simulation. I could run 24 hours. Why don't I do that? I just don't know how much of a toll it will take. So, nope, not my Sims mode. I go to God mode and hit day-night. So what time is it now? It's either the morning or the evening. 9 p.m., so it's gonna get darker. Okay. So, I don't know how long it will. I think it may take an extra day for the traffic patterns to change, but you'll still see the morning commute for now. Until it switches back, because it's the evening commute, but, you know, around 9 o'clock. Things will switch a bit, so you'll see some differences. Some of these lights are really bright, too. I use a light replacement mod, so that's why things look excessively bright. I've been thinking about getting rid of it. But, you know, I don't really use night mode very much. It's good for screenshots and whatever. But other than that, like, I wouldn't... When I'm actually doing my building work, I wouldn't do it during nighttime. And when I'm doing my screenshots, in order to best showcase the stuff... This is, Pox lot here, I just gotta get rid of that. When doing screenshots and stuff, I wouldn't do it during the night view. Just get back there. I remember this was a bit of a pain as well. But I mean, it's there. I mean, it's nice to see. Like, look how excessively bright this part is right here. Also, what's up with this? I mean, it's everywhere. It's alright, just a quick little fix, and of course this didn't grow correctly, so I'll just have to rezone. It's not really displaying too much. Still, it's very interesting to look at. This isn't displaying... Like, this is just... That's too much. It's just... I mean, I'm sure I don't even need to argue my case there. It's just too much. So this is growing a lot. State Street Insurance, or whatever building it is. I'm gonna get rid of one of those. So it's coming back up to the morning now. It's 3 a.m. Early sunrise in Sim Nation. Either that, it's like right near the equinox. No, not the equinox. What's the opposite of the equinox? I'm having a brain fart right now. The solstice, the summer solstice. That's the longest day of the year. The sun would set. The sun would rise very early and set very late at night. And then I got a little bit of light rail action here. Up in the suburban areas, which I decided to rezone into dense residential if it wants it. And then I'm gonna head over to the kind of, it's not really, this is interesting growth here. These are all different 1x2 buildings, but I like how like they kind of work well together. If I was to select each one here, see how it's 1x1x1. Yeah. Let's see. So I'm just going to scroll down a bit. Oh yeah, I had to put this in too. I have to follow the RHW, really. Where is that? Is that right or left? That's it, this road right here. So this road takes you over right through the industrial area and takes you to the commercial district. Again, there's no... I gotta check out what this is, because I don't think it's developing anywhere. Darko Inc. I gotta see if what's going on there. So yeah, you take this and it just kind of goes right through the industrial core. I really like what I did here. I think I put a nice use of curved streets, and the level 1 RHW works really well with the industrial area. And it looks like it's getting good usage too, so I mean, I like what I did there. Plain and simple, really. And then it kind of goes over the highway again. And then this dumps you right downtown. Or not the downtown of this side, anyway. Call it uptown if you want. So you got the nice statue where's the road bends. I don't really like this. Having the truck... This is a transit road-enabled lot, it looks like. I mean, just having them turn around by the Apple Store. Oops! I meant to just click this. Oops. That was a really... I think that building looked really nice there, and that was just a default Maxis building. Oops, indeed. Diagonal intersections there. I remember someone commenting saying that I build too many curvy roads and stuff, but I find it to be a little bit more unique, a little bit more character than having straight grids. Especially this, you know, this is a game that has been known for way too many grids and stuff. People just go crazy, obsessed with grids. And really, in the new SimCity, grids are really your only option to maximize space. It's really difficult to implement a different road network design. If you want the best use of your tiny little space, grids are the way to go. And then this here was kind of the first area that I hit develop on the simulation. So normally when I start a new city, the first developed area turns out to be very high wealth. So and stays like that. Like, as you can see, this was a really well planned and zoned and designed area because it's all high wealth and there is no abandonment or anything, and it looks really nice. It's just well planned, I guess. That's not saying that other areas of my city are not well planned. It just maybe I spoke too soon. But it's just for its time, it is. I kind of talked about building a bridge here. I just want to remember where it might go. But though I widen the other bridge, that'd be quite a long bridge. It'd come out right about here. So I mean, it is doable. If I want another bridge, I can definitely do that. But I should really get back to building, but sometimes I can just spend, you know, a lot of time just kind of watching the simulation move. Oh, nice big traffic jam there. Not traffic jam, oops. Traffic collision is the word I am looking for. But I did have a long day, so I mean, it's kind of nice to relax and just watch the simulation go through. A couple kids here TPing the house. I mean, it's always cool in the animation stuff. So you probably won't see a whole lot of progress in this part. Kind of like that nice curve. Looks good. Just looks good. And this is what we've spent 72 parts making. Because I haven't done anything in part 73 yet. And of course you got the highway. Yeah, okay, I'm drifting off a little too much now. I'll show this side a little bit, and then we'll get back to city building. Looks like I could maybe better utilize this area here a bit more. And then we got some stupid guy swimming around in a public pool. It's not really a pool, it's just a pond. I mean, he can do whatever he wants. I mean, he doesn't seem to give a crap. I'd have to put a bylaw on it. This guy's getting mad. He's like yelling at him. He's like, "Get out of the pool!" Where'd he go? Did he vanish? This guy is like, "Ah, get out of the pool! You stupid idiot!" At least he's gone now. Yeah, it's just nice to see. Nice to see the city moving. Oh no! And of course, making some minor corrections to any issues that I see. Definitely being a better mayor than Rob Ford. I'm sure you've heard about the news about that guy. I like Toronto. I mean, it's nice to know that, you know, Toronto really doesn't have very many, not a whole lot of problems, I should say, to deal with, plus that crack thing, because, you know, if you look at Washington, D.C., like back in like 1990s, like early 90s, I think there was a mayor there that did crack, and like things were really bad there. Like it was a drug town. So it didn't really hurt the reputation of the city, and it was kind of a big deal. Whereas when I look at the crack thing in Toronto, I kind of just laugh at it. Also because our mayor here in London, 2 hours down from Toronto, is in some problems as well, but they just pale in comparison to this guy. So he's getting off pretty easy with the media and everything obsessed with Rob Ford. In Canada, there's also a kind of a Senate expense scandal going on, like the federal government. So like everybody's digging in and getting angry about that. And Rob Ford's taking all the attention away for them too. So I mean, there's a whole bunch of politicians that are benefiting from the mayor of Toronto going into a lot of drunken stupors. That's what he called it, a drunken stupor. How often do you hear that word, stupor? And I mean, the word stupor itself implies intoxication. So when you say the word drunken stupor, it's like saying, I got into a drunken idiotic phase, right? More or less. So it's like somebody who says PIN number. That's redundant. You never need to say, what's your PIN number? The N in PIN is number. Now, I'm not a grammar Nazi or anything, but, you know, it's just something that kind of gets to me a little bit. But enough of this rant. How long have we been going? I've been going for like 17 minutes. Just kind of showing the city and stuff. So I hope you guys appreciated the tour. Got a nice chance to look around. You can kind of see downtown now too. I think this is the first time we'll see it at night. For a second there I thought the game would crash. At least if the game did crash, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have lost anything because I haven't really done a whole lot of progress. I do have a no jobs out there, but I'm sure that'll go away in time. The roads and stuff here are pretty dead for the time being. It's also really bright, but just because like there's a lot of jobs here, but not a lot of workers have found their ways because I've only had the simulation running for a little bit. When I popped this building here, I kind of mentioned how nice it looked at night, and as you can see, it's marvelous, at least in my opinion. It looks like one of the best night lightings of any building ever made in SimCity 4. It's called 23 Marina. I think it's a real building in Dubai. Oh, and there's Kim Jong-il from Team America. I told you it lit up and it had that, so you can do a whole bunch. I also was incorrect stating the location of this building. I said it was supposed to be in Hong Kong, but it's actually in Shanghai. And so if you ever like look at the Shanghai skyline from the Pudong River, you can see this building. And I don't know if they actually have these stupid things on the side, but somebody decided to make it. So in case anybody's wondering, you can plop this building with a whole bunch of different stuff. So I put Kim Jong-il because I really like Team America. That was a funny movie. I'm just going to see if I can move the simulation there. So that's kind of what it looks like. And you can do the Japanese lady from, what's the movie? From Blade Runner? I think it was from Blade Runner. Or was it from The Fifth Element? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was Blade Runner. Then you got a Heineken ad and a Coca-Cola ad. And no, they didn't pay for that ad space, like the new SimCity, where companies would actually pay Maxis to give you free DLC. That's too bright. Okay, and I'm getting some construction in some newly zoned areas, so I'm going to end that thing. Sometimes the lights don't turn off for all the buildings until you kind of go on and off and stuff too, so yeah, there's really no reason to save. One other thing I noticed at the end of part 72 is that there's just an error with these plopped curves for one-way roads. It's just no matter what you do, they face the wrong way. So that is a known issue for now for NAM 32. So that will be fixed. It will be. See how the arrows are pointing the wrong way. So that will be fixed. Confirmed. It will be fixed for NAM 32. And I'm not going to state a release date, but there's some cool stuff in development. And I kind of asked a little bit to show a little bit in this this series, but I don't know. I'm kind of deciding against it because I want to show you, what you can build with what's available. I don't want to show anything that's like unavailable or whatever. I know I'm doing a little bit of street work. What has the world come to? This is new. I don't think I've ever built a junction like that ever before. Diagonal street with diagonal avenue. But there it is. I wonder if you can continue it, kind of. Oops. Maybe one more. Oh, I'm off to the side. Okay. I wonder if you can build some kind of intersection like that. No, there's no way to get it through. That's logical. I was just wondering. And yeah, that's what the streets kind of look like right now. If you build it like that. How did I do that really cool cul-de-sac thing? I forget what I did. I probably replay the video back. I kind of want to learn how to do this. I don't know what I did. I can probably go back in the video and find the time where I did that. I've done it before. I mean, it's nothing new. But I just thought it was interesting. Alright, so get this stuff connected. Maybe put in a nice smooth curve here. There's really no reason to have it nice and that sharp. Or I can do a big smooth curve. Might just have enough room. I'm gonna find out. No, missing by one tile. Okay, worth a shot. So yeah, I did a lot of talking there, but it has been a while since I've done anything and really had a chance to chat with you. One other thing I should notice is that like my feedback to your comments and stuff might be a little messed up over the next while because YouTube has changed the way that comments are delivered to creators. I don't know if you've been following it much at all, but their comments are now going to be delivered to your Google Plus account, and I don't have a Google Plus account for my YouTube. The Google account that I use for my YouTube, so it's going to be a little weird. I don't know how to check for comments. I'd have to go. I think I'd have to check the videos themselves. It's really not the most efficient way to do that. That's for sure. Now there is an option to switch tracks over here. Yeah, I'm just trying to think where am I going to put a station. I'm going to put it on this side. But if I build it on here, I might have enough room for a track switch. One sec. Just this way. Can I do a track switch? Oh, cool. Okay. That's really interesting. See, that way people who do a track switch here can just kind of come up this way, and they can also stay on to go to the station. So this part is kind of redundant. Maybe I'll just move it over to the side. After giving it a second thought, it makes more sense. Yeah, that's better. This is a better song, isn't it? The one I'm playing right now. At least I think so. Then again, my taste for this kind of stuff is a little different. I mean, it's good when it's good, it's bad when it's bad. I know you can say that for pretty much anything. So on this side, maybe put in a bus stop, and that little crevice there. And then, of course, probably should put a fire station and police here. I think police would be okay. And a lot of dense development. Because this is going to be like prime stuff. Like if you live right next to the World Trade Center, I mean, hopefully you're working here. So your place of employment, your commute's like a minute. Just really cross the street and you're there. Did I leave enough? I don't think I did. I'm just wondering, did I leave enough room to draw? No. It would be nice to kind of just have this kind of connect. But you know, I'm not going to be super picky. And I got room here for something. This might be a good spot for like, not Big Ben, but like something kind of like that. Maybe another mayor statue? I don't know. Well, no, you can't really see it. I'm going to forget about it later, so I may as well fill it in with something. What's a good 1x1 lot? The only one that comes to mind for me is Big Ben, but there's a bunch of them. Maybe just a nice park item would be good. Yeah, maybe just some pines. Just something to take it off. And I talked about maybe doing some parks here, so let's see. I'm gonna check and see what's available. And of course, that's kind of nice. Actually, that's nicer there. Keep in mind that these bullet trains, they're not as loud as you think, and there are sound walls around it. And it's elevated, which helps dampen the sound as well. So if anybody's protesting having a park next to a bullet train line, I mean, they're loud. There's no denying that, but they're not as loud as you'd think. It's not like it's a freeway. Or, you know, like a freight train. Maybe something there. Oh yeah, this big plaza. I know I used that before. Let's see if I can apply that elsewhere. That'll look nice, like on the entrance or something. Or maybe on the north side. I don't know. Could be a fitting addition somewhere to the complex. I think I will. Oh, this is kind of nice. What happens if I put them back to back? What if I put them the other way? Maybe it'll look cool the other way. So if I have this one face... Oh, crap. If I have that one face this way and this one face the other way... Is that a little overkill? With the W statues and stuff? I think it's kind of neat. And why won't this fit here? There's just one rogue tile. I'll put that in. Having the statue's kind of nice. And of course I can just reconfigure the street. Not a big deal. It's important to have a nice big public... I mean, there's a big public square here, but just Places for people to kind of relax. Because I go dense. Maybe put a couple planets here. I think I got room for... what's that? Is that Mars? That one's Mars. And which one's this? I mean, that's not Venus. Because Venus is the same, almost the same size as Earth. I'll put the moon there for now. And maybe put the other planet on the other side. Is that maybe Mercury? That looks a little bit more appropriate to it, but I believe Mercury's a little bit more gray in color. It looks a lot like the moon. I'm sure someone will correct me. But that's kind of my assumption. And then maybe a nice store here. So, I mean, there is progress happening. Don't know what I'm doing here, so I'll leave that blank for now. And then here I want to put more of those boulevard pieces. I just need to remember where they are. Give me a moment. Alright, I'm drawing a bit of a blank. Where are they? I'm gonna start at the very top. I should probably save it soon so I don't lose everything. Oh yeah, this nice big fountain. This could be a nice fit somewhere. And it randomly makes a blimp. Well, whatever floats your boat. That actually looks weird. What's wrong with that? I don't know. See what happens when I start the city up again. Alright, so I'm looking for that nice filler walkway. So I already have the Marasta Avenue dividers used. Large city park. Could go somewhere else. Open grass area. This is huge. What the heck? Give me a second. I want to figure out what this is. Oh, it's that thing. Okay. Yes, this is unfinished. Don't get mad. I'm building it from scratch. Things will be fixed later. Okay, where is that tile? The one that was made. Maybe it's down here. I see some walkway stuff. Ah, there it is. Yeah, okay, so it was further down. For a second there, I thought I might crash the game or something. Have a little something there. Maybe I will zone this a little bit. This song's weird. So I'm not sure what I'm doing here yet, so I'm just going to leave that blank. I know I've said that already. Probably a couple times in the last part too. And then here, probably do a little bit, make this commercial because it's near the highway. Nobody wants to live near a highway. Even one that's nicely built. At least live one block away, right? We have a bit of a buffer. Alright, it doesn't like that. And the rest can kind of be filled in. And then in the middle here, I need to get some kind of median filler that looks good diagonally. I can't think of anything, so I'm going to do kind of what I've been doing since 2003. Just do some grass in the middle, and then you select a tree, something small like a birch tree, and then you just kind of find the middle spot and you just kind of drag. And you go slow to try and get it to fit exactly in the middle. And that's what I've been doing for like 10 years, and it doesn't turn out to be half bad. I mean, that looks okay, right? Something that I've been used to. This might be a good spot for a little bit of a park. Maybe not that green. Or maybe just throw in some more of that. Create like kind of a walkway. So any pedestrian, I know these aren't pedestrian parks, but I mean you can just walk across this way instead of walking down around. And maybe put some of those tree fillers in. Yeah, it's looking better. But might need a side street here too. Alright. Unless you don't want to build, then never mind. I'll make do with what I got. Okay, I'm gonna save before I have a stupid crash to desktop and makes me lose everything that I've been doing. It's taking shape. That's a good thing. Then again, I've spent half the video talking and showing around the city, but I mean, it's good to see every once in a while how things have been progressing, how things have been growing, how things are getting along. Even though I really didn't put on a lot of data, I was just kind of casually showing what was going on. This, I don't know. I say park. I don't say development. And okay, I thought it was going to freeze there again. Things are just kind of slow. Do I still have shadows on? That's probably why. I bet... I'm really sorry if the frame rate's bad on the video. Let's get shadows out of there. At least I had the simulation paused. It wasn't running while I was doing work, because that would have been worse. I still need a couple, maybe a couple more bus stops, a couple subway stations here and there. Just kind of get those in for the meantime. I don't want to go overkill, right? And then on this side, I do want to build another station, but remember that I'm building an interchange here too. So I'm probably going to have the ramps come out this side and around. It's going to be probably connect to this road and have them come down this way, and then do something on this side. Oh yeah, there's that Zelda shrine. So yeah, you'll have a folded diamond kind of junction here. By folded diamond, I mean loop around this way, and then loop around this way, and then entrances here and there. So basically no ramps on this edge or this edge. Or I can be, I can end the highway here too. So basically have these lanes end, and then turn to an Av6, and then just have it continue as an Av6 out of the city. This is how close I am to the edge of the city. I mean, there really isn't much more growth once I hit here. Once I hit this avenue here, there's just a couple more blocks until the end of the city. Now, that's just applied for that area. I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done over here. So I'm probably going to be doing is growing to the edge for the next parts, kind of pressing everything down to this road here. Okay. Then building an interchange here, and then working on fixing, maybe building up to here or maybe here, like build this road and keep it going. And then of course I got to do a lot of infill and stuff over here. I haven't all the way up to this interchange, right? There's only growth on 3 sides of the big interchange, and that's why you'll see like this big ramp here unused, because there's really nobody around to use it. Yeah, and that's why these things also look very unconnected. Like these buildings here are not connected at all. That's why you see, well, there are no, no job lots, but they're not connected because I haven't put in a road network for them yet. It will come. It will come. I mean, even the highway's getting some use. People are using the DDI and stuff, so that's cool. So it's going to be a lot more residential work, especially here and surrounding the downtown. There'll be some more commercial along the highway. Yeah, so this... a lot of planning work in this part, I guess. I'm basically giving you the game plan for the next few parts of the series, probably up to part 80. Now I kind of set a goal, or not really a goal, I kind of said that it might go 100 parts, but I was just kind of jokingly saying that in like parts 1 and 2 of the series, but judging on the way things are going, it's very much looking like it may go 100 parts, because it won't be to like part 80 till I get all this stuff done. Not that I have a goal in mind, like I have, I'm going to stall, or I'm really rushed, so I'm going to keep moving. I'm just going to be moving at my own pace. It may get to 100 parts, it may stop short, may go over, I don't know. But that's what it is. So anyways, I think I'm comfortable with this amount of progress for this part. Next I'll be basically doing what I was saying, just building down to this area here, and then expanding to the east. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one, and I'll see you back for part 74 of building a city from scratch. See you later.